What's up, community? My name is Professor Kane, and this is Relationomics, the show that looks at the uncanny parallels between economics and relationships. Now today, we're going to take a look at something called expressed needs and how they're different from latent needs. Now, expressed needs and latent needs. Expressed needs, you could probably gather from the name. Expressed needs are needs that you can express. Latent needs are a little bit different, and marketers will use expressed needs and latent needs to find out how they can tailor their specific products to what we as consumers need. Expressed needs are pretty simple. Expressed needs they're just things that you can express. You can say, hey, I need this. Like when you're about to take a test and you realize, oh, hey, I don't have a pen or a pencil in my backpack. So you ask your buddy who's sitting next to you, hey, you got a pencil? And they're like, yeah, sure, here's a pencil. Just give it back to me when you're done. And then you take a minute to contemplate how you've managed to finesse your way through school this long without needing a pen or a pencil. That's pretty impressive, honestly. Then you're pretty proud of yourself, actually. So express needs, you can just express what you need, and that's what an express need is. Another kind of express need would be something like this. Let's say you drive a car. You probably drive a car. You've probably seen people drive cars. I don't need to explain what a car is to you. Let's say you have an express need of, hey, I really wish this car would drive itself so I could just do other stuff while I'm going places. See, that's an express need because you're able to understand it yourself and articulate it to someone else. I can express that I would like a self-driving car, preferably a Tesla because they're kind of awesome. Not a sponsor, by the way. Now, latent needs are a little bit different. Latent is actually a fancy word for existing but not yet developed. So basically, the need exists. There's something craving inside you. You know it's there, but you just can't quite say what it is. That's a latent need. You know those late night times when you just need a snack, so you go to the fridge or to the pantry, and you don't quite know what food you're looking for, but you know that you'll know when you see it, you know? But whatever you were looking for, it's not there, and then you return to the fridge 5 or 6 more times and it's still not there. Well, that's an example of a latent need because it exists. You obviously want some kind of food. There's probably food in your pantry that you're ignoring. So there's some food that you don't want and do want, but it's not quite developed enough that you know what you're looking for. So now the best way to compare and contrast these two is probably a coffee shop. Now there's always going to be that girl in a coffee shop that walks up to the barista and just says, I need a caramel macchiato, venti, skim, extra shot, 3 pump, light water, extra hot, no sugar, triple cup, no sleeve, dome lid. And then as the barista is trying to frantically write all this down, she's like, oh, name on the cup is Jessica, and that's spelled with 3 Qs. So that's an express need. When she walked into that coffee shop, she knew exactly what she wanted. And then there will be that one guy who's at the counter and he just gets up to the barista and he goes, And then after 5 or 6 minutes of asking what the difference between a mocha and a frappe is, he just says, yeah, give me black coffee. That's a latent need because he didn't really know what he wanted when he walked up. He knew he wanted something, but he just wasn't quite sure what that something was. So that's a little bit of how expressed and latent needs work. It's pretty simple, pretty easy to understand, not a ton to unpack here. So now, let's take that and turn it into girls. Now girls work pretty much the same way. They have expressed needs and they have latent needs also. And now sometimes, we as guys, we're okay at recognizing the difference between these two. Most of the time we're not. We're not even close to being close. We're awful at knowing what girls want. And the difference between these two, between economics and relationomics, goes a little bit like this. We'll start with express needs because they're the easiest. Here's a few examples of express needs. Hey babe, where do you want to go to eat? Chick-fil-A. All right, let's go. Express need. Or, hey, is there anything that you want to do tonight? Yeah, I was actually hoping that we could just stay in and watch Netflix and chill. Perfect, I'm down. Express need. Or, we got the whole day open, we can do whatever you want to. Let's dress to the nines, pretend to be married, go to a fancy car dealership, and test drive the most expensive thing on the lot. I love you. Yeah, that one's a keeper. Those are express needs, and as guys, we're typically pretty okay at dealing with express needs because it's, you want this? Yes, I want this. All right, let's make it happen. Easy breezy, beautiful, not cover girl. Latent needs are something else entirely. Now, here are a few examples of latent needs. Hey, where do you want to go eat? I don't care. Okay, you want to go to Chick-fil-A? No. You want to go to In-N-Out? No. You want to go to Qdoba? No. Ew. That's a latent need because there's obviously something that she wants, but either it's not developed yet or it's just not being communicated, it's not being expressed. There's a chance that she actually doesn't know what she wants. There's a chance that she wants you to take initiative and choose where they want and she actually doesn't care. Or there's this crazy idea that you should know exactly what she wants and be able to communicate that to her. The latent needs are a tricky game. Here's another example. Hey, you want to do anything tonight? No, whatever you want to do. And she's like, all right, let's go hang out with friends. And she's like, fine. Obviously, you have no idea what she wants to do. This could be, I don't want to go out. I want to stay in and spend quality time with you. This could be, we've spent a lot of quality time together. Let's go out and hang out with our friends. This could be, I don't want to hang out with our friends or you. Let's go out and just be social with everyone. There's no feasible way that you could know this. It's a latent need. Latent needs, they're traps. They're walking death traps. Bears have bear traps, flies have the Venus flytrap, and guys have latent needs. That's what this is. Now I'm going to tell you about something that just absolutely throws a ring in it. It's the death of us. There are some situations that can either be latent or express needs, and there's no possible feasible way that you can tell the difference. There's no way that you can tell the difference between these two. So let me set up a scenario. Girl had a rough day, clearly, and now she's sitting down with you and she's talking about it, and you're sitting there, because, obviously, and she's just talking with you about her day. There will be times that she actually wants you to solve the problem that she has. There are times when she actually just wants you to sit there and listen to her and be there for her and to reassure her that someone is here to help her through her problems. And there is no way to tell the difference between those two. Absolutely none. Unless you straight up ask the question, which I highly recommend doing, there's no way to tell the difference. Now this is one that we've actually solved as guys. This is another death trap that we have cleverly found a way out of. And that is the age-old question, does this make me look fat? Stop. Don't stop what you're doing. Focus. Now, the initial response used to be, I don't know, yes, no, nope, it wasn't no. But you would just back away slowly and just hope the situation diffused itself. We have solved this problem. We, as guys, our top scientists have finally come to a solution on this issue. The way to overcome this speed bump. This is not a speed bump. This is like a cliff. Like you gotta drive. This is like that rickety drawbridge from Shrek. Like one wrong step and you're just into lava. That's what this question is. And the way to maneuver around it, pay attention, this is pretty simple. If she's asking this question, there's probably some much more fundamental need that is not being met. There's a much more fundamental problem than does this make me look fat? There's something else going on that you just don't know about. So the way to diffuse this time bomb, you stop for a second and you make sure that you have her attention. You look her in the eye and you remind her with the most sincere and genuine voice that you can possibly muster. Remind her that she is the most beautiful woman that you've ever met in your life and that you're very lucky to have her. Thanks for watching. Stay salty. I'm feeling good today. Woo!